Alright, you guys, so a quick disclaimer, these were purchased last year. I know, I'm such a horrible person. They've been in my drawer waiting to be unboxed. I would say for like about 2 months now. I know, absolutely tragic. These are such cool, cute like pens, and these are all Pilot Kakunos. I don't remember. I think they're like the Madoromi collection. Oh, you know what? It would help if I zoomed you guys out so you guys can see like the majority of them anyways. Yeah, so this is like a collection that they came out where they actually have like gold finishes, like, or like at least like the gold colored finishes on their nibs and stuff, and they're like fairly like really neutral colors. I got all 5 colors. I just kind of like mixed up like the nibs, so I got medium, 2 fine, 3 fines, and a second medium. We're gonna be unboxing all of these basically one color at a time. If I butcher any of the names, I do apologize ahead of time. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom y'all back in. Does that look like it's good? Does that look like it's good, or should I go just go all the... Alright, let's go all the way that this allows me to go, which is right here. I was trying to find the name or the color name of this pen. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I think I must have found names, and I believe this one is gonna be Madoromi Blue. Just making sure I don't have any of the blue one. Yes, this one's Madoromi Blue, and I got this one in a fine. Usually I try to be a little bit nicer to my packaging than just like ripping off the stickers. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And the best part about the Pilot Kakuno packaging is that it's fairly easy to take off. And here's the pen. You always, or at least in my experience, you always kind of get one of these little you know, cartridges in black. So basically, if you want to ink your pen straight on and you don't have like the Con 40 converter, you're always prepared. So as you guys can see, the nib color on this one is a very nice like yellow gold finish. In Pilot Kakuno fashion, you do have the happy face here, the nib size there. It's like a nice frosted glass finish, not frosted glass. It's like a nice frosted finish in the colorways, as you guys can kind of see like here. The body is somewhat kind of like transparent, where again you can kind of see through it. It just looks a little bit like fogged up because it is more of a frosty finish. You have like the little, as long as you can see the happy face, that usually means you're holding the pen the right way. You have the cap itself, and there you go. This is Madoromi Blue. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Madoromi Light Blue. And again, it's gonna be a lot of the same things. You're gonna get the little cartridge in the back right here. And this one is Madoromi Light Blue. This is a really nice like sky blue. Again, you can kind of see that it's somewhat transparent, but it, like, you know, it's not a clear body. It's just more, you can kind of see through it. Same as the blue, you get that nice yellow gold finish, the signature happy face, and in this case I got the pen in a medium. Next, we're gonna have the Madoromi in ivory. And I did get Con 40 converters for all of these. I just have to kind of remember where exactly I placed my Con 40 converters for all of these. Again, you get the wonderful yellow gold. Oops, sorry. You get the wonderful yellow gold finish. You have like this nice, it almost looks like a pearl finished ivory just based off of the way the light is hitting it, but it doesn't have like any like shimmer or anything like that. And there you go. This one's like one of my favorite ones because it's like so lovely. Neutral colors like this, you can usually, if you're not the type that wants to match your pen or your ink to your pen, then it doesn't really matter. But if you're the type that does like to, neutral colors like this, I usually have fun with because I can just put whatever color I want in it. Granted, you can do that with all of your pens. I'm just one of those people that really does enjoy matching my pen to my ink. I don't know, it just brings a little bit of joy. Do I sometimes not match my pen to my ink? Yeah, if I really like the way one of my pens writes, I definitely will pair it up with like different inks just to kind of get a feel for it in different just to get a feel for it using different inks, because some inks are quote unquote wetter than others, which just kind of means that they go onto the page a little bit more easier. They're a little bit more, I guess you can say, like watery. This one is Madoromi Pink. And I just really love it. It's like a very light blush color. Again, you get that wonderful gold, that yellow gold. I got this one in a medium. Every single one of the pens, for the part where you holding the pen, I have forgotten what this is called right now, but they all have like this like milk, like this frosted milk finish, and it's just like the color of the barrel and the cap that changes out. Again, this one is in pink. Now, when you're picking your nib sizes with the Kakuno, I would like, if you're someone that is more accustomed to like TWSBI Ecos and such, I would go like a nib size up. So like if in the TWSBI Eco you like to use a fine, I would get a medium in these Kakunos, because let me tell you, Pilot pens in general, their fines are like fine. Like they're more like where you're accustomed to seeing like as a extra fine when you're using like certain like nibs, like certain other pens, I guess you can say. So here you have Madoromi in brown. Again, you have that beautiful yellow gold nib, signature happy face, the frosted milk area here, the nice neutral brown. It kind of looks like an ash brown in person. And what I mean by ash brown, I know it's pulling a little bit more like a purple brown on camera. Ash brown, I just mean it has like kind of like a gray undertone in the brown. But I'm assuming that that's coming from like the frosted finish. But yeah, so as I was saying, if you're gonna go with this one, if you usually like writing with like let's say a fine pen, I would go with the medium, because in my experience, like the fine and Kakunos almost writes as thin as my TWSBI needle point that I believe it was Kirk Spears. I would have to double check the name, but is like, that's a custom grind. And I feel like when I got an extra fine in a Pilot pen, for me, it was even running finer than my needle point, which I thought was wild. But yeah, then someone told me, like, I guess the Japanese nibs or the Japan nibs are like ground like very fine. Like their fine is fine. I know I've said that like a bunch of times, but I'm just trying to get my point across. So that is all 5 pens. I'm gonna go ahead and try to like show them off out here. I really like them. They're like very subtle. Like, I cannot wait to put these to use. And the best part about these is that they're so inexpensive that, like, if you take them out and about and, like, you know, they get kind of banged up a little bit. Like, I'm not one that tries to, like, you know, use and abuse my pens. But if it were to happen, like, it's not, like, you know, it's not like you're getting your palette vanishing point, like, you know, scratched up and stuff like that. So, to me, it kind of takes away, like, the worrying, like, you know, like, if I'm not as worried about taking these out and letting other people use them as I am with my other fancier pens, where I'm just like, I have this, you know, Sharpie Energel you can use. I know that's not the name of the pen, but I have this Sharpie pen you can use. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You, my pen people, might understand. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.